Hey, and we're at
the
Somerville Fieldhouse here for the boys' 7th grade game. The Tradition Program is the name of the boys' traveling team program, and it's 4th year. And our 7th graders today are going to be playing against the Fidelity House group from Arlington. The 7th grade team is coached by Jim Elliott, who has been a teacher for about 40-50 years at the Winter Hill School in Somerville. And
you okay? You comfortable?
Sorry. Fidelity House is coached by Ed Woods, former Arlington Catholic and Boston State legend. This is Paul Garrity with Highlander head coach Richard Melillo, who has a big game tonight against Lawrence. The boys have had a great year this year, and Lawrence and Somerville High are both going to be in next week's state tournament, and this would be a good warm-up for the state tournament, and also it's an important game in terms of seedings tonight. So lots of big basketball action here at Somerville High tonight.
A lot of hoop tonight. Good afternoon, everyone. We had a big win the other day at Cambridge on Sunday. We beat Cambridge by 10, and that was a huge win for the Somerville program. We're 14-5 right now, and hopefully we'll get a W tonight. Jump ball, starting off the game, referees, Mark Adelino, one of my former captains, Somerville High, excellent player. And I believe the other ref is it John Hardy?
Yeah.
John Hardy, another Somerville guy.
And Fidelity House wins the tap. That's number 13 with the ball, Joe Granato. Over to Dennis Woods, number 33. They're the starting backcourt. Number 54 there, Devin Lally McGurl loses the ball, starting center for Arlington. And Tobin Pierre takes the ball down.
Nice steal by Tobin Pierre. Tobin's quick, left-handed, pretty good point guard. He's working hard to find the open guys now. We're trying to work with him on finding the open guys and putting that into his game. He's a pretty decent shooter.
He's really improved this year. He broke his leg last year in Pop 1 and wasn't able to play for the 6th grade team. And so this year he's been a big surprise for the 7th graders.
And starting for the Highlanders, for the tradition team, is we have Tobin Pierre at point, and we have Kesley, who's come a long way. Kesley Nascimento, the 5, and Eddie Stanford, who's the brother of Sammy Stanford, a sophomore, who's playing varsity for Somerville High this year. And one of my favorites, my son.
He better be.
Only because I have to feed him and clothe him.
You won't be able to go home tonight.
Craig Melillo at the 2, and very good player, Jeff Dumais at the plays like the 3-4 spot for tradition. Good player, very good.
Good look at Brian Emerson, who made the second of 2 free throws for the early 1-0 lead for Fidelity House. Brian's dad, Dave, was a good player, played over here in Somerville for many years. He's also coaching over the Fidelity House bench. Greg Melillo breaks the press and gets it over to Tobin across half court. And now Somerville will set up against Fidelity House man-to-man.
Greg Melillo taking the screen, he's going to the rack. Oh, maybe he's not.
Couple of coaches' sons going at each other right there. Kessler, a good strong move, blocked by Emerson. Gets his own rebound. Nice follow. And rebound by...
Kessler's only played basketball, Paul, for 1 year.
Right, this is
his first year playing. He's going to be a good player. He's improved so much from the beginning of the season. Right. He's actually gone from a guy who we thought would be kind of a maybe the end of the bench guy to a guy who's actually starting and probably one of the better big men we have right now.
Right, he's really improved a lot over the course of the season. It's funny that the way things have gone the last couple of years in this program, the 7th grade has a lot of new players this year, and that seems to have happened quite a bit over the last couple of years. Some kid, we start the program in 6th grade, and a few kids get interested, and then all of a sudden 7th grade comes, and we get an influx of new talent, and that certainly helped this year's group.
The program's taken off. I mean, it's come a long way. Oh, NBA 3.
Jackson 3. Ooh.
NBA 3.
This is his home court. He should be making those, Coach. Nice hustle by Kesley. The boys really aren't used to playing on a floor this size. This is the first chance we've had to play games up here this year. We play most of our home games at the Lincoln Park School and the Winter Hill School, which are a little bit smaller courts. And many other teams we play against play on similar sized floors.
This court's 90. I believe it's 96 or 98 by 50, and Lincoln Park is 72 feet by 46, I believe. So this is a huge court for these kids, and it's a big transition for them. I think the score may be a little low as a result of that.
Hey, Paul, how are you?
My cousin Dawn just came by with her army of 50 kids. Her son Dennis is out there, number 33, with the ball right now. Dennis is the third of the Woods children. His brother Michael is a big star at Arlington Catholic. Had a great sophomore year.
Had 29 points the other day against Arlington High School. For a sophomore, that's a tall order.
All right, because that's a big
Great
rivalry
job.
game every year. He made 2 3-pointers at the end of the game. One to send the game into overtime. One to send the game into double overtime.
He's going to be a good player. I've seen him play at the Fidelity House a number of times. He has a nice future.
Yeah, Kessler got his second foul early. That's one of the things these big guys have trouble learning when they're first starting to play is to keep their position, stay down, not reach in. We can never fault them for not being aggressive, though.
Kessler's very, very aggressive.
But that's how kids improve.
It's a thrill for our kids, you know, playing on TV at the high school. It's a big thrill for our guys. Great opportunity for them to get a little exposure and a lot of opportunity for exposure for the program. The guy who made this really possible, I mean, there was a lot of help from everybody getting this thing off the ground, from the communications department and Jerry Knight, the athletic director, and the mayor, et cetera, and the support of the superintendent. But Mike Foster is the one who put this thing together, and he's the coordinator of the tradition program with the rest of us. But he seems to take a lot of the responsibility and has really done an unbelievable job putting this thing together. Without him, this program wouldn't exist. And you know, Jimmy Elliott and Rick and Matty Desmond and Jimmy Halloran and yourself, and we have some pretty good guys involved in the program right now. And it's a volunteer program, like you say, Coach, and no one's getting paid to do this. All volunteering. It's amazing how this program has taken off.
And the kids love it.
Kids love it.
I mean, we haven't had problems with attendance all year long.
Nice shot by Totem Pier.
And it ties the ball game up.
Coach, I think our attendance is over 90% for practices and games. It's amazing. It's got to be 95, 96%, even higher probably.
And of course, that just gets them in good habits for when they get to high school, because there's nothing worse than having kids missing practice, hopefully not missing games.
That's the biggest thing. You know, I've been coach for a while now, and one of the things that we didn't have was this feeder system, you know, with the budget cuts, and now this program has really helped out. I think it's the key to us making the tournament 3 years in a row.
Right, because
nice
the
move.
majority of your junior class and sophomore class and freshman class played in this program.
They all played in this program. And nice rebound by Big Pat.
Pat Flanagan came in to replace Kessler after the 2 fouls. And
okay, keep your head up. Keep your head up there, Tobin.
4-4 score.
At the rack. Take that.
Craig Melillo uses the screen well by Big Pat Flanagan and hits from the foul line.
Craig can shoot a little bit. He likes to shoot. You know, he's a little bit of a
almost in
shooter.
that 1-2-1-1 zone, and they've made a steal.
Jack
Craig again. This one's behind the arc, and it's good.
There you go.
Now it's 9-4. Nice little run by Somerville.
Nice shot by Craig Melillo.
Dennis Woods back to Emerson, and they get it across this time.
This is a big boy. This Emerson's a big boy, Coach.
And since Somerville got a chance to score and put their press on, it's really bothered the Fidelity House. Inbounds play comes to Emerson. They're looking to post up Sias.
Nice little trap in the corner.
Back out to Dennis Woods. Somerville's in a 1-3-1 zone. They're looking to trap when it gets to the corner. Patrick covers inside, but McGurl no, and Patrick with the rebound again.
Coach, Jeff Dumais got to react to that. He's got to get down to the block when the ball comes inside. He's got to react to that and give a little help to Big Pat. Nice move by Eddie.
Nice move, taking it coast to coast.
Eddie Stanford's brother is a sophomore for us, Coach. He's going to be a good player.
Oh, he's going to be an excellent.
He's going to be a good player. He's got good speed. He's got a lot of courage. Plays very, very hard.
Takes off black, yep. And again, the press bothers Fidelity House, and they're going to have to take a timeout to reset their press break here. So nice job by the Tradition getting back into it. They were down early, and once they were able to put the press on, got a couple easy baskets, and they're up 11-4 with 8:37 remaining in the first half.
Well, Coach, we have 11-4 shot here, and you look at Fidelity House. They got some big kids over there.
They do.
They're good size, and they're coached by Ed Woods, who's I think he played at State against me. I think he was at Boston State when he played. We played them, and he was a good player over there.
Yeah, they had some good teams back then, playing for Coach Luskatoff and then Coach Fitzy. So you know, definitely had some intense practices there.
I'm sure we did. I'm sure they did. Right in front of us is Mark Adelino, who I mentioned earlier. He was a former captain of Somerville High, and he was on the team that went 15-5 and won the GBL with Mike Rockwell and Jimmy Perry and the 2 Callahan brothers, and it's a heck of a club.
And now he's the Revere girls coach.
Now he's the Revere girls coach, that's correct. And he officiates, does a lot of stuff with the traditions. Good guy,
Right.
good community guy, very involved.
Does a lot of softball umpiring in the summer, too. A lot of substitutions in the game for Somerville as we got Sias taking high with the left hand, then laid up with the right. Nice move. He looks like a good athlete. And now Fidelity House's turn to press. Full court man-to-man. Peter Saragotis, one of the substitutions, breaks it easily.
Peter's got a nice little handle. He moves the ball pretty well. You know, the kids like him. They think he's a point.
Yeah, Peter sees the floor real well.
He's probably one of the better passes. I personally think he's one of the better passes in the team. He really does find the open guy. That time he got a little careless, but that's all right. He's young.
And we also have number 10, Charlie John Baptiste in there, who kind of forced that travel.
Is there a bigger hustler than Charlie?
No. The referees do not have to worry about mopping. I mean, the janitors don't have to worry about mopping the floor after Charlie plays because he'll spend half the game on the floor today. So it'll be nice and clean when the 8th grade girls take the floor to start their game. Somerville sets again. Craig has his choice of left or right off the screen, but he's going a big pat high. Nice pass.
Nice little inside.
Raphael cutting, missed the layup.
Little interior passing game there. High post to low post cut. Pretty nice little play. Don't quite finish.
Patrick has very good athletic skills. He understands the game well. He sees the floor well. He's a very good he's probably as good a free throw shooter as anybody on the team. And he also passes the ball real well.
Pretty good. A little scrappy. This is what you're talking about, Coach.
Oh, man, nice drive to the hole, but Charlie on the floor.
I'd like to see them run the floor here, Coach. I'd like to see them bust out of the stack and get some transition game going, but
I think they have a little bit more quickness than the Arlington team. So if they can get out in the open floor a little bit, that's going to be to their benefit.
To the rack.
Especially where Arlington's playing man-to-man. If they can get some cut people up on screens or little mismatches or just get the ball out quickly, they might be able to get some easy baskets. Sias coming back down the floor, taking it right, and Charlie gets his hand in the back and strips it away.
Nice strip by Charlie and Craig together.
Craig with the ball, keep your head up and go.
Handle. Put your head up, push it up. Come on, let's go. Trying to run a little play here.
Craig shuffles up the high post, and Pat takes a shot himself. Raphael with the follow-up. Well, good, and Sias has around the ball quite a bit so far. Comes down with another rebound. Saragotis setting up for the charge, and he's going to get the foul instead because he reached it. 11-6. Somerville Tradition leading Fidelity House, and Rommelson Sias, number 43, is going to go to the line for 2 shots for Arlington. And he makes the first one.
Squeezes that through, Coach.
Fidelity House substitutes for the first time. We have number 51, Ed Cherubin. And second shot by Sias is off, and Patrick Flanagan with his 3rd defensive rebound of the half since coming in off the bench.
Melillo brings it up.
Number 3, Chris Quinn is also
Nice
in
little
for Fidelity
pass.
House. He's covering Saragotis right now with the ball.
You got to spread out a little bit. We're bunching up here, Coach.
Yep. Use the screen
We're
well, but
throwing
still.
into crowds. Spacing, these young guys got to learn how to space themselves out a little bit, and you know, they bunch up. It looks like bitty hockey sometimes where they all chase the puck, but spacing is key. You young guys that are watching the game, listening to the game, spacing is very important.
Emerson takes it to the hole hard, and he's going to be fouled. So Fidelity has been able to get inside, get some fouls on some of the big guys for Somerville.
We got 11-7 right here.
He's going to be on Raphael Silva, which I believe is his first.
How tall do you think this guy is right here?
He's well over 6 feet already.
6'1", 6'2"? He's a big boy. His name is Brian Emerson. I believe he's the son of Coach Dave Emerson. 6'2", 7th grade. That projects pretty good. Ooh, tough outlet pass.
His dad was a good player. His dad was a big guy who could shoot the ball. So we got 3 guards coming into the ball game for Somerville. Tobin Pierre's making a return. And then we have Sean Gennari, son of Coach Rick Gennari.
You know, talk about guys.
Number 4.
Guys have improved. Sean Gennari's improved a boatload. I mean, he's really come a long way.
And he's grown a lot this year, too, which helps.
It's funny, you know, sometimes the guys who are the best players in the 7th grade, you know, by the time they get to high school, you know, if they don't stay with the game, you know, there's other guys that can pass you. Sean's one of those guys that seems to keep improving.
Right.
You know, he's one to keep your eye on.
And he probably can't help but get better with all the time his dad puts in, both basketball-wise here, and also he's coached Little League the last few years, too.
I didn't know that.
He's another one of those guys who spends a lot of time volunteering to help kids in the city.
Interesting play is Jonathan De Silva, another young guy who I think this is his first year playing.
Right.
And I saw him in the beginning of the year. He's a guy that we thought had some potential and that would keep getting better. And he's another guy who seems to improve as the season progressed.
Yep.
I like his game.
Yeah, he's another guy who's always involved defensively. This Patrick Flanagan, as I said, one of the best free throw shooters on the team.
Pat.
Usually your big guys at this age are not your most adept free throw shooters, but Patrick has excellent hands, as anybody who saw him play baseball the last couple of years knows.
Yeah, he's got good eye hands. Really nice kid, too. Real nice boy. Nice
Get
turnaround.
inside to Emerson. Guys got to get that trap going a little bit harder in the corner. They're making that pass out of it too easily.
The funny thing about this game, Paul, is when I've watched these guys play, as you have, we've watched them play about 20 times, and we know these young kids. On the small court, they seem to run more.
Right.
And you would think it would be the opposite, because with all this space, but they're kind of holding a little bit.
Tobin figured, why not shoot there? He didn't have anything else, so why not shoot?
I think he took a page out of your book. When open, when in doubt, let it go.
If you're not in doubt, let it go anyway. Well, Fidelity House has cut it to 13-10. Jonathan breaks the press. Again, it's man-to-man pressure here. If they can get the guys in the middle of the floor and start to penetrate. Sometimes guys this age, too, they're too worried about running their offense, and they kind of stop thinking and reacting. Again, it's at least a little bit of standing around, sometimes some bunching up like they were doing. Nice pass on the break to Dennis Woods with the left hand. A left-hander in the Woods family. Kind of like his Uncle Jack, who dribbles better with his left hand than his right hand. Can't shoot with either hand.
Coach Jack Garrity is the assistant varsity coach at Summer High, and has done an unbelievable job helping to rebuild the program and get it back to where it is today. Second place in the GBL, probably the best league in the state.
Nice entry pass by Tobin to the post.
Nice
Raphael
pass by Tobin.
I bailed out a little. You got to go through the guy there.
No, we haven't scored in a bit here.
Yep.
I like to see us push the ball up the floor a little bit.
Fidelity House has assumed control since they took the timeout when they were down 11-4. His side is along the baseline. He's going to take the outside shot, which is partially blocked by Raphael. And Sean Gennari gets the rebound. Now Coach Gennari and Coach Elliott implore the guys to kind of push the ball up the floor a little bit more than they have been. Tobin's wide open. He's going to take that three and make it.
Nice shot.
You can see him lining that up as he crossed half court. He saw nobody was taking him.
Oh, we get beat baseline there, Coach.
Yep.
Cardinal sin. Cardinal sin, press defense.
Well, he's able to get down the floor pretty quickly, though, huh? Sean,
he's a good athlete.
Hustle back, a nice job getting the rebound, but then allowed himself to get tied up. Again, he should have probably pushed that out of there himself. All kinds of substitutions for both teams. Jeff Dumais is back in. Kesley is back in for Somerville.
43, Romulus Sias is a very good athlete for his age. I mean, for a 7th grade boy, young man, he's a heck of an athlete.
Oh, definitely.
He's got a huge stride.
He's been able to get to the hole pretty easily so far. Woods from the corner on the out-of-bounds play, no good. And Somerville with the rebound. Here's Jeff Dumais, who hasn't been able to get it going offensively, but he's one of those guys who might be able to push the ball up the floor in the open court. And that's really his game.
There's one thing we know about Jeff. When he gets the ball, he's going to the rack. He's got to keep his head up. You know, he's got to keep his head up. He's got a lot of skill, and it's very important for him to develop as a player. He needs to use his other players. He's a very solid player, and a real nice kid. Good boy, hard worker. He has a great future, and the more he's taught, the better he's going to be.
Ryan Impasamato, number 2, is in for the first time.
Nice move.
Jeff with a nice take.
Oh, nice take by Jeff.
But he's going to have 2 shots, and he's a pretty good foul shooter. But this is the type of game where if Jeff can get the ball in the middle of the floor and push it up a little bit, then they can get some easy baskets.
Absolutely.
And Fidelity House is a little bit small at this point too, so they got to try to take advantage of that right now. 2:50 left in the first half. Jeff makes the first one.
You got Sean Gennari and Kesley in there who can rebound. Oh, Sean comes out, and in comes Julius.
Julius Sanders, number 13, making his first appearance.
Julius Sanders, a raw athlete who's got a lot of potential. He's got a huge first year in the program. I think he's got a good upside. He's learned a lot, comes to every practice, works hard every day. He's come a long way as a player.
A nice rebound and outlet pass. Arlington was looking to get the sideline break going, but there was nothing
nice
available.
Play. Nice hands by Tobin.
Taking it with the right hand. He's been working on that.
Oh, that's a hot breaker. There you go.
Nice follow by Kesley.
Nice putback by Kess.
One thing about the 4 big men on this team, they're very mobile. They get up and down the floor pretty well. Nice strip by Jeff. Hits the floor hard.
Nice.
He's tied up, and I believe that one is going to go to Fidelity House. Nice quick hands by Jeff, and then hits the floor. And then actually, they're going to give the ball to Somerville. Sias is back in to probably match up a little bit with Jeff, but Jeff beat him in the backcourt, and here's where we can go.
Ooh. See, that's what I'm talking about, Jeff. He's got to keep his head up.
Right.
You know, he's got a lot of skill. And he should set a screen.
These kids have to learn
Set a screen
change
there.
of pace dribble
Yeah.
when you get in the scoring area.
Coach, did you teach Chesley that last move?
I did
I
not.
didn't.
I did not.
Oh.
Here's Jeff again. And he's going to get a little bit more under control. Craig, for
A little crossing
one of those
up a
rare
little
occasions
bit.
when he has a little smaller guy on, he might be able to take him.
He's going to go by him up. He's crossing him up. Oh, stripped. Oh, stripped
Missed
back.
Right back by Tobin. So
Nice
quick
play
hands.
by Tobin.
Nice pass.
There's a
There's
finish.
Jeff. And Kessler with
Nice
the follow.
shot.
Kessler's followed up twice here now since he's been back in.
Strong play by Kess. And someone was playing a diamond press for you who are watching, you young guys. There's a 1-2-1-1 press.
And again, Coach Edwards going to call timeout. He has a couple of reserve guards in the game, so I think they're going to talk about how they're going to attack that pressure. They're also going to talk about boxing out on the offensive boards because Kessler, since he's been back, has put 2 back in.
I think we better talk about boxing out at Summer High tonight, Coach. I think we better have that conversation.
Definitely up against a pretty strong rebounding team tonight.
Lawrence is there's a discrepancy in their record right now. We're not sure whether it's 15-4, as stated last night by Coach Fazio to me, or 14-5. It was stated in the Globe. We'll have to find out tonight. But either way, it's a very important game for both teams.
All right. First round seed is very important. Huge difference between who you may play first if you're the 5th seed or the 6th seed. But it looks like you're going to get a home game.
We want a home game.
So that's going to be nice.
We want that home game.
You see Coach Elliott and Gennari have imparted all the wisdom they can in a 60-second period.
Let's see what happens here.
I think the big thing here is just not to let them get in.
It's a nice pass. I like that play. Throwing it to half court.
But Somerville reacted well. Craig got back and cut off Sias, who they're looking to kick it to opposite. Now they have to go against the 1-3-1. Actually, I believe they shifted back to a 2-3 here. And Dumais ties up Chris Quinn. And this time it's going to be Fidelity House ball.
Can you get me a piece of gum, Mike? Nice steal by Craig. Just got to dribble out of that. All right, nice. Look up. There you go.
Tobin taking the ball out of the hole. Nice dish. That's Julius, and he lays it in.
You know, I clapped in that.
Those are 3 excellent passes there.
That was very unselfish basketball right there. And that was nice.
Guys got the ball and looked up as soon as they got it.
Yeah, nice little steal by Craig. Nice dish and dish and dish. That was nice. Nice unselfish play by those guys. Smart.
The pass is as good as the score on those ones.
That's a hard sell to kids.
The earlier kids learn it, the better. It doesn't matter who scores there, as long as it's the good guys. Now they have the trap. I think Tobin is right in front. Ooh, nice pass to the post.
Now in that situation, Tobin should have sealed off that pass back. That was an easy steal because the trap was strong, and they threw it where you want them to throw it. You know, so he has to learn just to seal that pass back to that one man.
Because they do a good job looking to get the ball to Emerson.
Yeah,
and that was actually the first good hard trap they had out in the corner. So Tobin was probably just a little bit slow because he had to protect back the other times when the ball went to the corner. Guy up top there has to read that. Kessler couldn't rip that one down, and Sias gets the easy second shot. And Fidelity House is now pressing him, but it's man-to-man. If they get it in, all they really need to do is just clear it out.
I like the clear out.
If we didn't have the mics on, you could just yell to Craig to clear out.
I would yell to him to clear out. No, I don't say much when he's playing. That's the one thing I don't do. I bite my
Here's one of these plays. It could be a home run ball right here.
I don't want him to throw the ball away.
We got last 20 seconds of the first half. And Tobin Pierre looks like he's going to hold it for the last shot. Jeff Dumais has it out in the middle, and he's going to look to go. Nice move by Jeff, but he's going to be called up for the extra step. That's a good aggressive move. That's the play you're looking for. He had his man beat. Oh, Kessler got away with a little foul on Sias. He gets his own rebound and scores before the buzzer. That was quite the athletic play. He laid it up on one side and missed, and I think before he even landed, got the rebound on the other side.
And that
turned and put it in.
That cuts us for halftime, and with the score 23-19. Look at that.
Oh, we're back here at the Somerville High Fieldhouse, getting ready for the second half of the boys' tradition 7th grade game against the Fidelity House of Arlington. Somerville leads 23-19. Made a nice little run, breaking a 13-13 tie, using their press and a couple of offensive rebounds and putbacks. They're going to come out with the same lineup they started with. Tobin Pierre, number 23 at the point. Craig Melillo, number 12 at the off guard.
I'm hoping the Somerville team pushes the ball up a little, Coach.
He's going to put it the ball and play right in front of us. The three-man Jeff Dumais, number 25, and Kesley Nascimento, number 24.
I'd like to see the Somerville guys push it up, Coach. I really would.
They could take advantage of a little open space in the middle of this big court against their man-to-man.
Nice screen.
And get some easy baskets.
There you go.
Nice job working the ball. They're being patient.
Yeah.
That's one thing in their favor, yeah. Greg, a little fake. One way, got the other. Got Dennis Woods off his feet.
I don't know what that was.
Go. Rebound by Emerson.
Rough shot.
Kesley's pressing the outlet pass. And Tobin's pressuring Dennis Woods.
Ooh.
Looks like Fidelity House has the same start as they started with. There's Devin Lally-McGurl taking the ball to the hole, and he's fouled again. He got to the line a couple times early, and it looks like it's going to be Kesley's third foul. Number 41, Brian Emerson, and number 43, Ron Sias are in there, along with number 13, Joe Granado, and 33, Dennis Woods. And Devin misses the first one. Gets the second on the roll after it hits most of the rim. And Fidelity House going to pressure again.
Fidelity House goes to man-to-man pressure. Coach, we're going to set some screens at the foul line and come down somehow. Right. We're all bunched up on the base.
People will see here that they're all down along the baseline. You're not going to get the ball there against man-to-man. Now they spread out a little bit better.
A little bit.
The balls are to Dumais. This is just the second of 6 games here today at Somerville High. It's a day of hope. What could be better than that?
A day of round ball.
After this will be the 8th grade girls. It looks like they're going to be playing Peabody. Our 8th grade girls are undefeated. And then the 8th grade boys will play the Fidelity House 8th grade boys team. And followed by Somerville High School JV boys and varsity boys against Lawrence High School. Final regular season game of the year for Somerville High before next week's state tournament. A couple misses down either end. Jeff Dumais comes out of here with the rebounds. And again, off to Tobin Pierre to try to start the offense in motion for the Somerville tradition. Looks like they're going to try to swing the ball here. Craig Melillo running through off the screen. Didn't quite lose Dennis Woods. Got a little separation. Nice feed into the post to Kessler. Now that's the play. That's the place on the floor where you want to try to feed the post. You get the ball in the wing, corner area, take your time, make a nice little bounce or a nice little lob to the open area. Kesley sealed his man real well, and as a reward, he's going to go to the line with 2 shots.
Kesley did a nice job sealing his man.
By sealing his man, we mean he uses his body to shield out the defender to give the ball handler, the passer that time, Craig, a little area where he can get the ball in there nice and easy.
The important thing on that entry pass is to make sure you deliver the ball to the opposite side of the D, where Kesley sealed them low, and the ball was delivered above that.
Right, Dennis Woods with a 3-point attempt that's off.
Jeff's got to get his head up here. He's dancing. This is what we were talking about. And he's got it going. He's got good skill.
And it's hard to take, you can't, first guy over half court can't always take his man. If Jeff gave it up and got it back, he'd probably have the ball in a little bit better scoring position, and then he can use his dribble more effectively.
Nice screen by Jeff. That's very positive. Now we'll stand still a little bit.
Now he has a little open lane here.
A little driving kick maybe. Puts it up.
Fidelity House collapsing helped pretty well there on Jeff. Had make him have to pull up. And now out to Bernal. Sias with the ball coming down the baseline and pull up. Looks like he's working on his jump
He's got him. He's got to give it up.
Nice look up the floor to Tobin. It was a good look. The pass wasn't as good as it could have been. Tobin probably rushed.
Good look though.
A little ill-advised shot there. And Sias into Emerson. And Kessler with the block and a recovery, but he stepped on the end line. So will remain Fidelity House ball. 11-19 remaining in the first half.
23-20, Coach?
23-20.
Somerville up 3.
And we can see Fidelity House has done a lot of work on their out-of-bounds plays. Kessler with another block, according to the officials. And Tobin takes it coast to coast, but under pressure from Sias, lays it up a little too hard, and Dennis Woods comes out with it.
Nice crossover. Nice crossover by Dennis Woods. Nice feed inside.
Emerson, they really do a good job getting the ball inside to Emerson. That seems to be the main focus of their offense, and everybody in the team does a good job at getting the ball inside there. Jeff a little out of control there. Like you said, needs to pick his head up. Didn't see that there wasn't quite
Coach,
the opening.
The last 3 shots we've taken have been not strong. 4 shot selection, the last 3 shots, and and that's where we find ourselves only up 1 right now. Nice move.
And the 2-3. We're able to get the ball up to the high post. 2 guys at the top didn't seal up. Well,
Nice
nice pass by
nice
Craig.
Pass by Craig. Nice rebound by Craig. Nice pass. And Eddie went to the hole. See, I like when Eddie went to the hole. He went under control.
That's right.
He was under control. He got a shot block, but that's okay.
But he also went hard, too.
He went hard. He went hard, but under control, which is, I think, the key. A lot of guys go full speed, 90 miles an hour to the basket. They get there. They're out of control. They don't finish.
Right.
You have to slow down. We call it breaking, and you and I teach it a lot. We talk about breaking down. You have to break down before you get to the rack. Otherwise, you never know where the shot's going to go. I think Coach Elliott's talking about that now, taking good shots. I see the hands. I see the hands flying over there.
Oh, that looked like it was going to be one of those little tricky spin shots.
Coach, we have the 8th grade boys team playing in 2 games from now, and the 8th grade girls up next. Your son, Mark Garrity, and
his crew.
The crew, Mikey McKenna, and the rest of the squad. You got a nice little squad there, 8th grade. Good bunch of guys.
I had a nice win the other night against Arlington.
What's your record right now?
We're 16-4.
16-4.
And it was a nice win for the kids. The Arlington team played as well as they possibly could. They had 2 kids score about 25 points each. And Mark actually fouled out with 4 minutes left. And the other kids in the game actually increased the lead.
Nice.
So it's nice for them to know. I mean, Mark's been averaging about 25, 26 points a game. But it's nice for them to know that it comes right down to it. They don't have to rely solely on him. We have a lot of other good players. Mike McKenna and Lenny Carvalho and
Lenny can shoot it.
Jerry Altador have all been averaging close to 10 points a game. And Louis Bodnaco, one of our Winter Hill students, excellent shooter, made a couple nice big plays in the last 4 minutes the other night. And Danny O'Donnell's been invaluable.
Danny's played
one of the guys who
smart player.
Just does all those little things.
I like Danny's game. Smart player. Works hard all the time. Has good presence on the floor. Understands what he's doing.
He's considering hanging out with all these Fidelity House boys next year, but we'll have to see about that.
We don't want that. We don't want that, Coach. You know that.
Right, because Danny's also an excellent baseball player.
Nice pass.
And Craig gets up to Big Pat.
Nice pass. Big
and again,
Pat.
Pat went in under control. Looked like there might have been a little contact. Craig follows it up. But again, Pat tried to gather himself and go in under control. Nice hustle by Arlington to break it up. And Eddie Sample inbounds, but stolen by Sias. And Fidelity House takes their first lead since early in the game, 24-23. And again, we see a little bunting on the baseline here. They just clear out now for Tobin like they did. They're in good shape, bring the ball down.
Someone's not moving the ball like they were early in the game. Nice screen by Pat.
Again, with these younger guys don't realize.
Nice
tough.
Oh.
Good idea by Pat. one of
No,
the
I
things
like
these younger
seeing-
guys don't understand against man-to-man. A lot of times picks are more effective off the ball to get people open, especially when people are standing around like they've been the last few times now.
It's one of the first times Pat in this game's gone to the basket, and I thought it was a nice play. I didn't see the travel on that. I'd have to look a little closer in the replay.
What's the
Nice.
chance we'll get a replay?
Ooh,
And Arlington just outworked Somerville there on the offensive boards, and Ed Cherubin's going to be rewarded with 2 free throws there. Cherubin just came into the game, as did number 3, Chris Quinn. And Patrick Flanagan, whom we mentioned, also came in during the last time out for Somerville. And he's got a big rooting section right behind us. A couple more substitutes for Somerville. Charlie, John Pierre.
we have some rowdy fans to our right here.
Raphael Silva are in. We also have Peter
Nice
Serratus, number 15 into the game for Somerville. And Fiho goes up
Someone needs a hoop
26-23.
right here. Someone needs a
Absolutely.
basket.
One thing about this group, they've been very resilient this year. They've had a lot
Yeah.
of close games like this that they've managed to pull out in the end with some nice
I
runs.
like this point right here. I like this guy in the point. I think he does a good job with it. And oh boy,
Charlie
where
got
we
the
going?
special socks picked out for TV today, I believe.
Charlie's got to get rid of the rock before he.
I think he's going to the hole here, Coach. Nice pass. He's called for a little bit of...
Oh,
I think our surface contributed to that more than anything Charlie was doing. It's just a little bit of a slide when he tried to come to a stop. And Somerville started out the half 2-3. Now they're back 1-3-1 with Craig Melillo up the top. They got to try to keep the ball out of the high post there.
oh, nice strip.
Good by Craig.
Get your head up.
Charlie's going to keep on control, and he's going to be fouled by Devin Lally McGirl. Charlie John Baptiste will put it in play. Peter.
I like Peter with the ball. Peter's got a nice little handle here.
And the other thing is he generally goes forward with it, not too much of the side to side, around the
Nice
back
little
stuff.
screen there. There we go.
There we go.
Going
A little
up.
hop step into the 3, no. And nice rebound, but it's going to be Charlie John Baptiste again hits the floor and ties
white
up.
ball right now,
Chris
I think.
Quinn for the jump ball.
No, I'm wrong.
Fidelity
Black
House will
ball.
get possession here. Someone had possession to start the half. I think that was the first jump ball this half.
I think you're right.
And number 20, Alex Moratian, is in the Fidelity
Someone
House.
playing a 1-3-1 zone, coach, and Fidelity's attacking it. 3 out, 1 high, 1 low, which is.
Right. And the nice thing Fidelity's house is doing is looking to try to attack by getting the ball in the high post. Somerville wants to force the ball to the corner and get a good hard trap. So somebody needs to seal off the high post there. Emerson's going to make another trip to the line for 2 shots. Can't get the first one to go out. This little replay, nice strong move to the hole, foul by Flanagan.
I think this guy's going to be a good player. He's
Yeah, he
got,
looks
he's got
like
a
it.
nice eye hand. He's got good size. Seems pretty determined on the
Second
floor.
read, definitely. And they look for him, so obviously the coaches think he's got a lot of ability in that team too. Here's Peter breaking the press by himself, and I think he's going to, I was about to say, I think he's going to take it to the hole himself, but instead he tried to kick it into the little soccer goals down there. And,
Oh,
definitely need a hoop. It's been quite
nice
a
effort.
while.
Yeah, it's been a while before we get. There we go. Where's the trap?
Actually,
Hopefully we get a trap down there.
Somerville has not scored a point yet this half. As recall, it's 23-19 at halftime. Sias follows it up, and then Emerson, and he is fouled by Raphael Silva, and Somerville's just having difficulty getting defensive rebounds. These kids from Fidelity House are just crashing the boards hard. They're not. Somerville's not challenging them by boxing out. They're not challenged by going hard after the ball. And Emerson.
It's almost like they're spreading this out a little bit and exposing the middle, and maybe we should stay a little tighter defensively and just protect the middle a little more.
Right.
Not worry about the perimeter so much.
Keep people in for rebounding a little bit. And we see Emerson getting fouled on the replay.
I think that would help us a bit.
And Charlie John
The
Baptiste.
lost art of boxing out, Coach. Coach Garrity, the lost
right
art.
there. Nobody did it there. Everybody just came straight into the lane.
hoping.
Toba's looking to get something going.
Nice look.
Pat with a nice idea and a pass across inside to Raphael, but it's a little too much on it. Sias has it. He's going to take it down the chute. And Somerville let him. He missed it, followed his own shot up.
Nice defense by number 15, Kyle Catazone. Ooh.
Puts him up off glass, and there's Mauritian off to Sias.
So we've seen Sias go to the rack all day, and he comes back with his right hand on the left side.
And a nice follow-up by Ed Cherubin. Somerville timeout, and it's going to be
wise timeout, Coach. Wise
20,
timeout.
Definitely.
We have not scored this half.
All right, now this is a 14-minute half today. We're playing a little bit shorter games than we normally do, so the high school games will get started on time here. And Somerville has not scored in the first 7:26 of the second half.
What do you think about that?
Well, when they were able to get things going in the first half, when they were able to score and press. So that's really what I'm sure Jim and Rick are talking to the guys about right now.
And obviously we can't press, and we can press on dead balls, but most of the time we press after a make.
Right.
We haven't made any, so it's pretty difficult to press.
And again, you know, and Fidelity House really hasn't done anything different. They're playing man-to-man, and some of the guys really have just kind of been standing around a bit too much. Not quite the crisp passing that we saw in the first half.
And we have a visitor right here. Hello there. How you doing? We have a young girl here. She's probably 2. Just stopped by to say hello. Hopefully she's a Somerville fan, but I don't know.
No, she's here to see her big brother play. From Arlington. They clear out for Tobin. Pat gives him a little screen in the backcourt, which you guys used real effectively against Cambridge last week to break their pressure.
We call it stagger. We stagger a lot. 14 stagger. We run a 1-4 set, and we set a screen in the backcourt.
Off the screen up high. Charlie battles for the rebound. Gets it again? No. Gets it again. And, oh, it looked like a little foul from behind there, but no. And Arlington can't hold on to it, so it's going to be Somerville ball. Nice hustle by Charlie.
I thought it was assault. I thought it was an assault and battery back there. We'll have to talk to Mark Adelino about that after the game.
At least one, if not the other. But Charlie got three chances at it. Totally a hustle play there. Looking to break Charlie down the chute here. He gets it. Nice fake, and there he goes. Probably the difference between why he didn't get the foul last time and this time. He gave the nice up fake.
Nice up
got
fake.
the man off his feet, and what some kids don't do. Right, he went strong, went through the foul instead of trying to avoid the contact. Kids try to avoid that contact there, even when there's some marginal contact. You're not usually going to get the call from the official.
We try to draw that contact, and we wait for the contact to come. After contact, after impact, then we try to teach the kids to release.
Right.
But that has to come from years of playing in the schoolyard.
Now we have a score, and here's the press.
Let's see what we got.
He didn't get the ball outside, so a little long pass. Now this is something I don't think Fidelity House wants to do, is get into an up-tempo game here, and they throw the ball away.
There you go. That's what we're talking about.
You know, on the press, you don't necessarily have to steal the ball in the backcourt. If you can make the other team rush and throw a bad pass, that's every bit as good.
So that's what.
Tip to me, taking it all the way through. He tries to squeeze through 2 guys, almost got it to drop. And here's Cherubin again. Lays it in. Nice long pass from Sias. Toby can beat him with his right hand here. He's got some open floor. Ooh, look out. 33-24 with 5:30 remaining here in the second half. Fidelity House leads. Somebody's got to step up to Tobin here. Patrick Flanagan gets to the side. Up to Charlie, driving the baseline, taking it hard again, draws the contact again.
Nice move by Charlie.
Well, you know, that's what they needed to do earlier when they weren't scoring. Nobody was taking the ball to the basket hard like that. A lot of people standing around, and that's just not going to get it done against man-to-man. Charlie makes the first of 2, gets it to 33-25.
That's a nice roll.
This basket down here does seem to give you a little bit better roll than the other end.
This one here, you think? Yes, I believe you're right.
Even more so a couple of years ago before they replaced it, though. That one that was really dead up there.
We had that was a home court advantage. But we measured these rims the other day. This is exactly 10 feet, and that's 9 feet, 11 inches and 11 and 3/4 inches. So,
so that means you could probably dunk on the other one, right? Dennis Woods with a nice move with the left hand.
Nice left-handed shot.
We were saying Fidelity House maybe didn't want to run, but they took advantage of the last 2 chances they had to get some layups. That's one thing about the big court here. If you make a mistake, it leaves a lot of open room for people to pick you out. Makes it hard to press it, even at the high school level.
It's a tough court to press on. We bring our press three-quarter court. We try to shorten the court so we have a little more.
You just don't want you guys getting beat.
Better angles, and we're not getting beaten long as much. A little less territory to cover. It's a big court to defend with, unless you're extremely, extremely quick. And our league's very athletic.
And
we're in the middle of the pack.
Even then, there's very few teams that can press, you know, for a long period of time on this floor.
Yeah.
Tobin made 1 out of 2 to get it down to 9, and Somerville's actually going to get called for a foul on that one. I mean, Kesley again, which I believe is his 4th. It may just be the 3rd, but he has at least 3.
Returning into the game,
Craig Melillo's back in.
Melillo and
Sean Gennari.
Sean Gennari.
So
Let's see if we can get something going.
We have started the game.
We have to get something
Quick
going.
shot for Fidelity House, and Sean comes up with the rebound. And Jeff Dumais going to push. He's got Craig Melillo out ahead. He's got Tobin Pierre out ahead. But the C's parted, and Jeff takes it down the chute, lays it in. And now someone's able to pressure again. Here's a good trap. Got him a lot of control. Could have been close to a travel.
We're looking at a 10-second call on offensive. I hope we're getting an offensive here.
Oh, we're not going to get one.
We're not going to get that, are we?
You try to tell your kids not to reach in, not to stick their knees in. They also had 3 guys on the trap there, which you don't need. Doesn't leave anybody down the floor to pick off a pass. But that's what they want to try to do. They want to get some pressure on them. Fidelity House still able to get the ball into the high post. Dennis Woods with a 3. Possibly ill-advised. Sias and Jeff Dumais both come down with the ball, but it's going to be Somerville's ball in the alternating possession. 35-28. Fidelity House with 4:09 remaining in the second half.
Tough pass, Coach. Got there. We got lucky.
Tobin goes coast to coast and lays it in. And he's one of those guys. We talked about how resilient they are in some of the late game surges they've made. Tobin's been with the guy really to make a lot of the big shots.
Oh, Craig's got to get back.
Oh, that's a nice pass.
Kess, get over there.
Good court awareness there to catch the ball and just reverse it to the opposite side immediately. All Silva has to do here really is just clear out for whoever gets the inbound pass.
Go ahead, you can push it. Split him, there you go.
He's going to take it coast to coast and lay it up. No, but nice follow by Kesley, and he's going to get 3 out of it.
There you go. Nice drive by Craig and a nice offensive rebound and putback by Kess. In that situation, Craig's got to sprint back. He's the weak side wing. He's got to sprint back and take that long pass.
That's right. Any press when you're opposite, you've got to drop.
You've got always. So he's got to get back. It's his kind of responsibility.
Again, that's one of those things that takes a long time to teach that.
We still haven't quite got it down yet, Coach.
Right.
The varsity level, we're still not. We're doing what we want to do instead of what we should do sometimes.
And then against certain teams, you have to tweak things a little bit.
Right here. See, once the ball comes middle, it's tough.
All right.
You want to keep the ball sideline.
They get it up the floor, and then they reverse it to the opposite
Jeff's
side,
got to look up.
Generally is open against Preston.
Very nice pass by Jeff.
Good hustle. That should be a 3-pointer, though.
Oh, no foul on that?
Oh, and they keep the ball tipped out of bounds from behind by Kesley. Looked like there could be a little contact. I'm sure Tobin would agree there's a little contact.
I'm looking for a foul on that one.
Yeah, I think there probably was.
So right now, that pass shouldn't happen.
All right. You got to do a little bit better job matching up out of bounds now.
Jeff's got to step up and take that pass away. That's a steal.
Well, Fidelity House has their starting 5 back out there.
Oh, that's a killer right there.
Joe Granato takes it down the lane and lays it in. Block on that one.
I would say almost.
Tobin says, time for 3, and it's good.
All right, Tobin, great job.
39,
here we go.
Only down 3. It's, as they say, a one-possession game. A new overused cliche.
Yes. See, I thought Jeff did a great job retreating there. Jeff Dumais, nice job.
They were able to stop the ball from advancing.
Craig's got it. Trap. You got him. Nice play.
Renato kind of
Craig got his hand in that.
Emerson gets it to Sias. He's going to try the 15-footer from the baseline, and Dumais get the rebound.
There we go. Nice job.
Jeff did a nice job holding his position. The foul actually was on number 54. Actually, it ended up being on number 13. Ended up being on Joe Granato, the man he boxed out.
Yeah, 2.5 minutes, 39-36, and we're in a one-on-one situation. And we have shooting. I believe we have Jeff Dumais shooting 1-and-1.
And of course, when you're trying to come from behind when you're under 3 minutes or under 4 minutes,
We were down 11, Coach.
Right.
We were down 11 at the 4:45 mark, I believe.
And it's nice to get some points back to foul line with the clock stop, too. And if Jeff can make these, makes the first
Very
one,
nice.
they get a chance to set their press again. They've done a much better job the last couple times on the pressure, finding people.
Very important, Coach. Balls in the middle of the floor, try to match up in pressure.
Yep.
That's what young kids have to learn, you know, and that's something that takes time.
And all the time, in a court like this, a lot of times you're better off just letting them catch it.
Oh, that's a big rebound.
Nice follow.
All right, here we go. Set up our press, dead ball.
Julius Sanders in the game, hopefully to help on the pressure. He's going to tip that one out of bounds after Kessler missed the follow-up.
See, now we're going to step up here and match up a little bit. And Kessler's covering nobody right now. It's tough.
Oh, he traveled.
Oh, travel.
That's right.
We'll take that.
So again, you got him to rush. Players have to learn to turn up the floor first and see what they have, or put it on the floor.
All right, let's see what we got. Maybe we can get something out of this.
39-37, just a 2-point game here.
Jeff
takes it
don't
down the
try
lane,
to-
and he's grabbed, yeah.
Very lucky. Looked like a little travel there.
And one of the things he has to learn, I mean, he's clearly the #1 scoring option for these guys. So
Without
against
question.
man-to-man, if he beats his man, people are going to help. And he's got to go in there with his head up and find people out.
When
on
he
the
does
perimeter.
that, he's going to be a very good basketball player. When he learns how to do that, he's going to be tough.
And again, you know, young kids have to learn that. Your better players got to learn to trust their teammates.
We have a boy, Steven Celestin, who's just learned that now. I mean, so a guy like Jeff's going to be in the same position. He's going to be one of the best players on his high school team. He's an excellent player. He's got great skills. Good kid. Real nice kid. And once he learns how to find the open guy, when they double him, he's going to be so tough.
Well, that was the key to the second half the other night. Steve Celestin got doubled and tripled a lot of times and found Peter Bienemy and Stanley Etienne for a
Eddie's got to hustle back. Oh, that hurt.
Ooh.
That's all right, though. We're there.
Yeah, the Fidelity House kids are a little mechanical and a little slow
Yeah,
on that.
40,
so if we can get
yeah.
back and read that, we're in good shape. Now Tobin pushes it back down as Fidelity House has gone back ahead.
Eddie's a good shooter. He's got to look at that.
Right.
You know, I know there's only 2 minutes left, but hey.
Jeff has a lane, got him beat. No, Kessler with the follow.
Oh, and one.
And he's
There you
fouled.
go. Guess he's been very strong on the boards.
Now, is that the score correct on the board? I believe it should be 41-39, right? Was it 39-39 when Jeff made the free throws? Possibly there, they just fixed it now. Scoreboard reads 41-39, which I believe is correct now. A minute 42 remaining. Kessler Nascimento at the line.
Some big free
For
throws
two.
here, Coach.
Absolutely.
Ooh. In and out. Somerville calls timeout.
Follow through on that would help.
You know, Coach Somerville's done a great job. Coach Elliott, Coach Teneri got their team in press mode right now. They brought them back in the game. They also up-tempoed Arlington Firehouse team to the point that they can't set up and get the ball in the paint and attack us offensively. And I think that's been the key. They've got a few baskets in transition, but you know, when they have turned it over in transition, someone's come back and put the ball in the hole right away. So that's key.
The one thing transition will do too, if you don't get the first shot, as we just saw in the last replay, everybody attacks the ball and it opens up things for guys to crash the boards like Kessler and get some offensive rebounds.
Yeah.
Key here is they can't give up another easy one on the press.
I like this Somerville team. I like this. The 7th grade team is relatively, half of these guys didn't play last year. We have a lot of new faces. I think Coach Elliott and Coach Teneri have done a great job. The kids, attendance, I mean, I think attendance has got to be at the 98% in practice. It's unbelievable. These kids go to everything. They love it. They love being in the program. And win, lose, or draw today, these kids have played 20-something games this year, and it's just a great opportunity for them.
Right, and in a travel program where it's competitive, you know, he's got a big team over there, about 15 kids. You don't get all these kids a chance to play a lot, but yet they still keep showing up all the time.
And that means they're having a good time.
That's right. Oh, Kessler can't
Oh,
get that one.
nice
to go.
try. Nice try.
Tobin with a little pressure up there now. Oh, Kessler did not see the ball there, and Eddie Stanford has to reach in. Dennis Woods will go for 2 shots. Most important guy right now at the end of the game here is the guy with the ball, and as Dennis Woods advanced the ball up the floor, it was one of those he's not my guy kind of things, and people ran away from him. Got to stop the ball first. My good friend Jim Coleman is famous for that defense. He'd stand there and watch your man lay it in. There's Dennis Woods going hard to the hole with the left hand.
I'm watching Dennis. I'm watching him shoot the ball right now, and he's got to get his hand in that cookie jar. Just got to keep his follow-through up, elbow a little high in his eyebrow.
I wouldn't
keep
be
that hand
surprised to
in
see
the
him make
cookie
this
jar.
one. There we go.
You know, he's got a nice little follow-through. He's got the elbow a little bit higher.
There, Eddie Stanford has a chance to break it out here.
Eddie's a good shooter. I wouldn't shock me if Eddie pulled up. He's got the confidence in his shot. He's got a lot of confidence.
Toba's got to learn how to take over here. He's got to get something going with a little bit of penetration, try to set somebody up. Oh, it's almost going to be called for 3 seconds.
That's I don't like that call. It's a tough call with it. It's an only 3-second call of the game. There's a minute 16 left, and it's a 3-point game.
And we're talking about it's on a kid who's maybe 5 feet tall, who's 40 feet away from the ball right now.
And it's not necessary.
Other than that, though, it's been a well-officiated game.
Well-officiated game. It has. These guys done a great job. Just hate seeing a game decided on that call. You'd like to see the kids
Devin Lally McGill takes
get
the
a
ball
shot
down
at the
lane.
basket.
Again, Fidelity helps able to find him in the high post, and now we're under a minute. Stumbles down 5. Dumais going to the hole high. Nice pass off to
Excellent
Kessler.
pass.
He's got to catch that in. Nice heads-up play by Julius to recover that one.
So that's a great pass by Jeff.
Julius has a chance to take him all the way in.
Ooh. Right up, Kess.
We need to see more white shirts near the backboard there. Can't concede any rebounds now. Oh!
Now by right.
Sias on the breakaway.
When you grab someone from behind there, we know what that is. It
should be an intentional foul.
You don't go for the ball.
I believe at this point of the game, they're just going to call it a common foul here. And the official is actually going to call it a non-shooting foul. Or he was going. No, he's not. He was going to go 2 shots there. At first, he pointed to the baseline.
Someone brought in Craig Melillo, I think. You got Craig and Eddie out there looking for a 3, maybe.
Oh, it's definitely that
Both
time of the
pretty
game.
good 3-point shooters.
Definitely time of the game where you got to look at a 3 at least one of these times on the floor. Nice play by Jeff, throwing the ball out of bounds off Sias' leg. Get out of the way here.
Got to pass it.
Nice pass.
Nice job.
That's a good play, but Kessler has to cash in these free throws now. You're down 5, you need a 2 and a 3. Had he made that and gotten fouled, that could be a 3. So it definitely wasn't too early to go jack a 3 yet. Good look at Kessler. And he
right on the front of the rim.
One.
He's on that front of the rim. Every one of his free throws today has been on the front of the rim.
But he's got a nice soft touch, so he's able to get the roll.
We need this, and we need a steal and a 3. Actually, we could go for a basket.
Quick steal here, you can get a quick 2.
Quick steal and a hoop we can do.
But then you definitely foul out that. Pass was just thrown over Eddie Stanford's head, but they throw it back. Again, Jeff Dumais fouled a little bit too hard there. He's living dangerously. He's going to have to realize the next one of those, I don't think the referees are going to cut him any slack and not call it an intentional foul.
I'd like to see us put one guy long here to see if we can make the quick pass for the...
Of course, these guys have only lost 3 games all year, so they're not used to being in a situation where they're down at the end either.
Yeah. What's Fidelity's record this year? Do we know?
I believe Eddie said there's something like 17-4, so they're a pretty good team.
Yeah. That's a big hoop. Makes it a 2-possession game. It's been a real good game. Fun game to watch, fun game to work. 45-41, 18 seconds left.
A lot of good plays both ways by both teams. Both teams have kept it close the whole game. Somerville still has an opportunity. They got to score quickly and get something done on defense. There's a long court to go down and score once.
It is.
Foul if you don't steal it, and then go all the way down again. So
maybe we should put a couple guys long, a guy long here, and see if we can get a quick hoop, and then time out, and we foul right away.
I mean, if Fidelity House is going to continue to come up and pressure man-to-man, something long might be open. So we'll see what is going on. I'm not a good lip reader, you know. As much as I work with Jim, I'm not quite sure what he said over there.
Coach Elliott has been incredible for this program. Him and Coach Deneri have put so much time in with these young guys. Good people. You couldn't ask for 2 better guys.
Oh, absolutely. The first year I coached with Rick. And then I've worked with Jim now for the last 7 years. And he just does so much for the kids at the Winter Hill School. It's amazing. One of the most tireless
gotta
workers on
take it.
behalf of the kids in the whole city of Somerville. Toby for 3, no. Jeff with the follow. If he can get that to go, you get a quick timeout, but Emerson with the rebound, it's going to kill it.
Great game, 45-41, Arlington Fidelity House.
Well played, hard play game.
Both well-coached teams, they did a nice job.
And we see the score on the screen. Fidelity House 45, Somerville Tradition 41. Here at the field house, coming up shortly now, the next game will be the 8th grade girls against Peabody.
And I believe signing off is Rich Melillo and Paul Garrity. And I want to thank you for watching the game today.
Adios.